Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I made this pinball machine constructed pretty much entirely out of cardboard. And here's what the end result looks like. Okay, now let's get into how I made it. So first I picked up this cardboard box that was the approximate size and shape of what I wanted the pinball machine to be. Then I built around it with some more cardboard to get a nice base structure. Okay, and now you see here I'm working on the flippers, and I made two of course. Next I made a board for the pinball machine and cut holes so the flippers could slide around like you see here. Alright, and now it was time to start working on the flipper mechanism, so I'll show you how that works. So I used elastics to make it spring back and a lot of glue and popsicle sticks to support it. And here's one last look so you get a good idea of how this works. Now I cut holes on the side of the pinball machine so I could fit the flipper buttons. And here's what it looked like so far. Next I made ramps so the ball could fall into the hole once the game is lost. And I also made a tray on the outside so the ball could sit in it once the game is done. Alright, now it was time to start painting it, so I started off by painting all of the necessary parts red. Just let that dry, and next I mixed together some blue and white paint, and that made a nice light shade of blue that you see right here. I painted the whole board this blue color. And now it was time to start painting the flippers, so I painted both those white. Now I did a bit of touch-up work on the flipper buttons. And I painted those white as well. Alright, so once that dried, I made a variety of different obstacles and targets for the pinball machine. So the first one here is Bowser Jr.'s castle. The objective of this target is to try to get the ball into the castle, and if the player manages to do so, then it will activate multi-ball as you saw right there. Okay, so moving on to the next target here, this one is very simple. So how this works is the ball will just travel up the orange ramp and around onto the tracks. I also made a U-shaped obstacle with Toad on it, and a green Mario tube to go along with that as well. Finally, for the obstacles, I made a few basic ramps and bumpers that pretty much every pinball machine has. And now it was pretty much done. All I had to do was glue those targets down, and finally I printed some Nintendo themed pictures and just filled in some of the empty space on the board. Once that dried, the whole pinball machine was complete. Alright, so now it's time for some gameplay. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. Other than that, I'll see you guys in my next video.